Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be about Awaken Chaos Era, which is a new game hitting the scene that is currently in a closed beta limited to 5,000 people. I will let you know my full thoughts on it and if I think the game has potential or not. We'll also talk about some other things, maybe tips and tricks that you should know about if you are thinking about trying it out during the beta. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, before we dive into my actual thoughts about this game and what it is kind of like, right out the gate, there's some important things that you need to know about the Awaken Chaos Era beta process that is going on right now. So I will link to this down below, but I am going to show you this post on Facebook that is kind of their page where they keep everybody updated as to what is going on. So if you see right here, the closed beta test has officially begun. That's what I've been playing and been a part of. One thing that you do want to note is that this is a beta test, so everything that you do is going to be wiped at some point. You're not going to be keeping any of your progress. So I totally understand if you don't want to try the game right now. I'll do my best to kind of play it, learn it as much as I can, and keep you up to date as to how it is going. And then maybe you want to jump in on the global launch or something if you don't want to be part of the beta test. So if you are going to play it, just be careful. They do some sort of reimbursement. I think down here at some point it says something about yeah, so they're talking about bind your in-game accounts. You want to make sure you link it to like Facebook or your Google Play account. It's not currently on Apple devices and on the Apple Store, so it's currently just for like BlueStacks, Google, and those type of devices. I have an iPhone that I'm not able to play it on, but I am playing it on BlueStacks right now in this video, and I have like a Samsung device that's linked to Google Play that I was able to play the game on, so just be wary of that, and that your progress will be wiped, but you will be getting some sort. They're calling them ACE tokens. So you can see there, ACE token value, 1 USD, about 100 ACE tokens. 1 USD, 60 diamonds. You'll be able to trade them, and you'll get a little bit of reimbursement for the global launch as long as you remember to link your account. If you don't have it linked, they have no way of reimbursing you for global launch for what you did and spent during the closed beta. But I want to make sure and drive that home because during the beta, your progress will be wiped. So maybe a good opportunity just to kind of check it out, see if you like it. But be careful on the spending and going hard in the paint. And then you see right here where it says code ACEFBK. You want to go in game and click on your avatar top left, go to account, click on redemption code and put that in, and then they will put some things in your mail that you can go ahead and redeem right here, and you can claim that. So that'll be a good opportunity for me to dive into the summoning and kind of show you what that's like in this game. But before we dive into the summoning, just really quickly, I want you to understand the rarity of the heroes because it might be fun to know that when we're going into the summoning. So if you pop into the index, it's basically like a lot of the Gacha games in the industry, but one key difference, especially to a game like Raid Shadow Legends, is they scrapped uncommons. It follows the same color scheme by the white, green, blue, purple, and then the gold legendaries. But you can see here that it goes common, rare, elite. So the elite word replaced the uncommon word, then they flip-flopped it a little bit, and elites go where rare usually is, and then rare goes where uncommon usually is. So common, rare, elite, epic, and legendary. Which honestly, I kind of like. I always thought common and uncommon was kind of weird. Just being honest, even though that system is kind of new and it's new verbiage to get used to, I honestly like it better just kind of off the first impression. But let's go over the summoning now that I just claimed those shards that we can pull. So I'll show you how this works. Right now, they've got kind of a banner or summoning event going on. If you pull 100 summons during that time frame, you get Abaddon there added to your account for free. So it's something to kind of work towards. Like if you're not getting good luck, at least at the end of the road, you'll get a legendary champion right here. So I'll show you how the summoning works. Boom. We make sure we're on that limited event and we summon. And this is actually the highest tier of shards, the advanced summon. So right now what you're seeing is the highest probability of getting a legendary that we can get. So there you can see the elite. That is basically going to be one step up from the uncommons in like raid. So that's kind of the third tier, basically a rare champion. So we're hoping for mainly just like raid to be. We're hoping for epics and legendaries. And there we go. That's an elite. Hopefully we can get at least like one epic out of this. All right, and another elite. Last one, here we go. Come on, and then I'm going to talk about a mechanic this game did in the newer phase of the game in relation to summoning that I absolutely love. I hope other games copy it. All right, so that was some shards. We did not get an epic or a legendary, unfortunately. But I want to show you that amazing idea that this game does out the gate for new accounts that I thought was just awesome. And before I talk about this, I do want to make sure and let you know that this is subject to change before the game actually launches and hits live. Remember, it is a beta, so I really love this mechanic. I hope it functions the same in the live version of the game because I thought this was super cool. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the game unlocked something called a rookie summon. When I was about an hour and a half into my first playthrough, it opened up a rookie summon for me. And what this was 5 different summoning sessions of pulling 5 shards. And then what it did was it let me go through these 5 different results and pick which one I want to select for the start of my account. So super cool. You can see here on this one, I've got 4 elites and then 1 legendary. And then on the number 2, I had 3 elites and 2 epics. Then on number 3, I had a legendary and 4 elites. And then 2 epics and 3 elites. And then on number 5, I had a legendary and 4 elites. So it looked like to me, you mainly got like either 2 epics or 1 legendary, and you had to kind of choose which one you wanted to go down the path with. And I ended up going with number 1 because if you see on the right side there, Methasia is a legendary that does heals and AoE revive. So I was like, okay, I gotta have a good support right out the gate. I can't go wrong with having heals and revive. So then you can see here in the index, that was the legendary that was put on my account because I selected the number 1 result of those 5 choices. And watch this, when I click on this this hero and it loads up, something I think is super cool that I don't really ever see in the Gacha industry, they have voice lines. So when I click on her and she shows up in the index, she'll do her animation and she actually has a voice line. Watch this. I'll turn it up a little bit.
The nature will never forsake you.
Isn't that pretty cool? I thought that was cool. Just a little kind of like Easter egg thing. Really helps the immersion. I do love how they have voice lines. When you kind of pull them up at the index, they do their animation and they actually say something. And when you summon new heroes in this game, you know how in all the games you get those annoying red dots and you just got to kind of go and click on them? In this game, those annoying red dots at least give you some resource. So you can see here in the index, I've got the red dot on the top right. And when I click on her, I've got another red dot over here I got to clear out. But look at this. You actually get some in-game currency for that. For going to the bio screen and clicking on that, you get some resource. It's not just an annoying red dot that you get nothing for. So that was another thing I thought was kind of cool. But now I'll show you kind of the mechanics of how the heroes work in this game. And you ready for the voice line again?
I made a promise to my people.
I love that. It's just something, I'm not used to experiencing that as a raid player. I'm not used to going through the index and hearing voice lines, so I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, we've got the your normal stuff. You've got a trait here. You can see 20% of healing given by the caster is also bestowed to the caster, so a little bit of self-sustain. And it's typical. You've got your default ability with your cooldown abilities, your ability to upgrade right here. You can click upgrade and spend this resource to level up. You can lock your champions or unlock them if you want to be able to prevent from sacrificing them. You can toggle the view in here, which I think is pretty cool. You can go from viewing the hero kind of there as the main screen or flipping out and swapping between your different heroes. You can swap that right there on that same screen. You've got your ability to ascend over here on the left side. You can do this with duplicate champions or with resources that you farm in the game, usually from events. You've got your list of your stats right here. Then you can tab on down to your gear. All of this is pretty par for the course. You can enhance it, level it up to make it stronger, get substats, and it's got the different rarities of the gear. All that's pretty easy to understand. Weapon, helm, chest armor, boot, and then ring and amulet. You've also got glyphs. So as you level these all up in these different slots, then you upgrade your glyph level and move on to the next level. And these just give you kind of bonuses to your stats. And then I also think this next part is really cool. Under your abilities that you can upgrade, you can actually farm these resources. You can see here, it tells you where you can find these resources in game to be able to farm them. So there's actually a realistic path to be able to upgrade your champion skills to get after those cooldowns and those like buff chance increases and damage increases. You can actually farm the upgrades for your skills, even on a legendary champion. Then the last tab is the bio. For those of you that are into the lore type stuff, you can read through and hear a little bit of a backstory about the hero. And now, in case you're curious as to what the battle actually looks like, well, we'll have a quick discussion about that while I show it. Pretty standard, pretty easy to understand. You've got your roster that you can select who you want to take into battle. This is going to be basically a campaign battle. They call it adventure in this game. You can flip through your different tabs. There are spells, though, that you can select to bring to your arsenal that you can kind of use in a clutch situation. But I'll show you kind of what it looks like. So, first of all, they did an amazing job by doing super cool animations. You'll see what I mean when they actually use it. Like, see right here. Amazing. Like, incredible artwork. The only thing I want to say about that is, like, I don't want to criticize it because it's so cool. I love these, like, special animations, and they did a really good job with it. The problem is, I think gamers are going to want to turn that off. I think gamers are going to be like, okay, after the 1,000th time seeing this, it looks cool, but let me farm my run and be efficient with my time. So right now, there's not currently in the beta a way to turn off those animations or speed them up other than clicking basically the X2 up here to speed things up. But in terms of those special animations, really no way to turn them off or anything. So I do think they've confirmed that they are going to be trying to implement something like that, though, for the launch or for sometime in the future. So hopefully they do that, because even though it's amazing and it looks super cool, I just know that people are going to want to turn that off and just be efficient with their time and do their runs after they've seen them for hundreds or thousands of times. But yeah, you've got your buffs and your debuffs, and I like how on the bottom it kind of shows you the rotation of the abilities. And right here you're going to see another ultimate. That's her ability that heals and revives if somebody's dead. Again, it looks amazing. It's so cool. That's why I don't like to criticize it, but yeah, seeing it too many times, you're going to want to be able to turn that off and just kind of speed up your playthrough. You can toggle the stuff on the right here, boom, and kind of have a little bit of control there. And it shows you the wave that you're on. You'll see it pop up, boom, wave 3 of 3. And then after this, you kind of finish the run, and it'll kind of show you what you acquired during the or after the fight as a result of the win. You can and also during the fight, you can actually access other stuff. So you can chat with the guild. You can look at hero discussion, guild recruitment. You can look at a few different things kind of while the battle is going on, that which is handy. You don't have to wait till it completely ends. And you've got your auto, your manual auto, your toggle. Obviously, everybody's gonna play on the faster speed. I don't even know why they need an option for that. Everybody's gonna play on the faster version. And then loot here to kind of show you that tab if you want to pull that up. You can pause, boom, have some different options there. Dodge. That was underwhelming. Does this massive animation, walks up, gets dodged. And there it is. That's what kind of a run would look like in the campaign or adventure mode. Then you kind of click finish, and it'll show you what you got from the campaign there. And they do have raid cards, basically, where you can like get bonuses to your XP and your gold by purchasing those. But one criticism I would have about their card system with the silver and the gold cards here is you almost feel like you have to buy both of them. Like, just combine them to have the same effect. But be like different things, or maybe you get a bonus if you pay for 3 months at a time or something. I don't like, because one of them gives you XP and one of them gives you gold. So usually games like this will combine it to say like, hey, bonus to XP and gold. But this version, you save a little bit, or you get 1 month free if you buy 6 months or something. I don't like how they make you feel like you have to buy both of them to get both bonuses. I wish they would combine them and then kind of change it, just kind of change how it functions in the game. That just kind of seems a little bit weird to me. And this game does have battle passes, season passes, that type of thing right up here in the top middle. You've got kind of your free-to-play rewards where you can play through, get points, and acquire things as you play the game. And then you can unlock the elite side of it here. And currently, it is priced at $10 for the first version, and then $20 for the elite plus if you want to unlock some of these bottom rewards and not just do the free-to-play version up top. It's also got a PvP arena, And then it's got the dungeon system with bounties, the Tower of the Void, lots of different things going on here. I haven't had time to unlock some of this stuff. I'm trying to progress as fast as I can, but I wanted to let you know about this game and get you some first impressions on it. But I will do my best to continue to cover it because I do think this game has potential. I play a lot of different games in the industry. Even if you never see it on stream or in a video, I am really keeping my ear to the ground and trying to play as much as I can to keep a grasp of the Gacha marketplace, the mobile gaming genre in general. So I play a lot of these games, and I do really truly feel that this one has some potential, and hopefully the beta testing goes well. They implement some changes, listen to some feedback, because I do think this game has potential to really hit global launch and be a very good game as long as they keep kind of going on the trajectory they're going on and building on that kind of good template that they have going on right here. And if you want to get in on the closed beta, I do think they're limiting it to 5,000 players, but I will put a link down below to that Facebook post if you want to keep up to date yourself. And remember, I was only able to get this so far as of making this video on the Google Play Store and on BlueStacks, and it wasn't working for me on Apple devices. It wasn't available. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a good rest of your day. Peace.